Hello everyone, and I hope that you're well. Welcome to the perfect weather for getting your washing dry. It's just been so windy. It's great, but after a while you feel like you're battling against it. So I'll be honest, I've been in the home garden mostly because it is pretty sheltered. At the allotment, it does feel like you're being lifted off your feet at times. But I've been catching up with lots of little jobs. The Virginia creeper has really taken off now. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you are looking to hide certain things like brick walls and what have you, and you like a more green, natural look, then I would definitely recommend. It's invasive, but not as invasive as ivy. I seem to have got quite a bit of that as well. But yeah, it does also go with the seasons, so it will go a glorious red come autumn time. The daffodils have pretty much been dying back now for the last couple of weeks. I'm going to lift them out of the troughs so that I can reuse those to plant up some bedding plants. I keep this basket ready each year to lift the daffodils, pop them in there. They can continue to dry out, and then in another couple of weeks I'll separate out the bulbs and store them in brown paper bags, and they stay in the shed all winter ready to plant up again. And I think these bulbs are in their sort of third, fourth year now. The compost that's still in these tubs is spent, but rather than just dump this onto the garden, I keep it. I'm going to add some new compost, but also I'll pop in some of the multi-purpose controlled release fertilizer. Goodness, that's a long name, isn't it? Don't use a great deal. I've managed to eke out this container probably for the last few years, but it just gives the plants a little bit of a boost. Now, am I risking it? I am going to put out some bedding plants. I picked these up yesterday, some petunias. I do try to grow some bedding plants. I do my own lobelia, the marigolds that go with the tomatoes, things like that, but I just haven't got the room to do much more. And these come from Lidl, and they look lovely plants. They're absolutely desperate to get out of their containers, so I'm going to release them today, and the forecast is good. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more possible frost. I've put 6 in there. I've got no idea what the colour is going to be, so that'll be a nice surprise. Now I'll let them establish, and then once my lobelia is ready, I shall pop those into the gaps. Now, I don't do the recommended spacing for things. I like cramming plants into pots, especially bedding plants, so you get a whole profusion of colour. So when it comes to doing the lobelia, I will be putting lots and lots in here. So these troughs go on these brackets that I bought for the fence, and I got them on eBay. I'll see if I can find the link for them, and if I've got it I'll post it below, because from what I remember it's like an independent person who makes these. I've also got them down there so I can display 2 troughs, and they carry a lot of weight, and they've been perfect. Right, that's those 2 planters done. Now when I'm shopping for bedding plants, I try not to pick any that are flowering. If there's a temptation to do that because you want to see what the colour is going to be. But obviously if they haven't flowered yet, they're still younger plants. My advice is when you go shopping, resist that urge and buy the plants that are not flowering just yet. The Rambling Rose still continues to look absolutely stunning. I truly have allowed it to ramble. It's gone now into the apple tree. It's come right up here. It's going in amongst the salix. I just love seeing plants intertwine with others because then you get a mix of colours. Admittedly, this is a lot of yellow. I was worried that my sweet corn wasn't germinating, so I put a few in this container just with some dampened kitchen towel, and within 2 days they've all sprouted, so I'll make sure I plant those up. The variety is Swift. I've grown that last year and the year before and had pretty good results. I can confirm the shed is still fairly tidy, fairly organised, but oddly these are hyacinth bulbs. They've decided to grow, so I've left them in here. When I remember, they get a drop of water, but yeah, normally that's not normal, is it? I'm also going to be planting up this display here, but the ivy has died back quite a bit here. It's not looking at its best. I do like to interplant some greenery with the bedding plants, especially on tall displays, so you get this nice sort of trailing effect. So I'm going to transplant some other ivy that I've got and replace this. I think this one in the corner was one that I'd taken out of a basket before. Again, it's possibly not at its best, but I'd still rather have something, a bit of greenery, than bare spaces. That's looking a bit tidier now. I took away all of the ivy that was looking dead and just a bit ropey really, and stole a bit from another part of the garden. The beauty of ivy is it's easy to just cut and replant. You're pretty unlucky if it dies, because its mission is just to live and spread. But yeah, so this again, much like the planters on the fence, I'm waiting for the lobelia, which are then spread all around the edges. By that time, these petunias will have established well and had a bit of room before I cramp them with a ton of lobelia. Right now, because the weather has been so windy, I've had to pop a chair in front of the greenhouse just in case it falls forward again. I have actually secured it to the fence a bit, but I'm just a little worried, so as a safety measure, when I know the winds are going to be high, I put one of these wooden seats in front of it, and I normally weight it down with the bottom of the parasol, the cast iron base, and that definitely helps. I'm ventilating the greenhouse at the moment with this very technical piece of equipment, which is the bottom of a slug trap. The window opening system has never worked properly on this greenhouse. I know I think it's like a wax that melts and what have you. Anyway, it's never worked properly. So yeah, this keeps the window open, and I just remember to close it at night. So my pepper plants, they're doing well. They're sweet peppers and they're a mix of California Wonder and Paragon. Now it's interesting, so these are the ones that are fresh seed this year, and then in the corner here, they're my saved seed ones from last year. They're growing, but they're a good, I would say, week to 10 days behind. More potting on of the tomato plants. Yep, way too many. So I'll definitely be handing some of those out to people. Funnily enough, I've been offering them and people have said yes, and then other people have got to them first. And then they're like, oh, I don't need them now. So yeah, the key is when you offer plants, have them on your person and then you can offload them straight away. There's strategies to this, I think. So also here I've planted some zinnias. I've potted those on. Look, this is restraint for me. 3 courgettes. None of them are appearing just yet. Everything does need a good water. Down here, my son has done some 3D printing, so he's done me these little bottle spouts, which are quite useful. So that's another little watering device going on here. I haven't got anything posh like irrigation. It's all human effort. Thank you so much for the suggestions for what colour to wood treat my mini little greenhouse here. What I've done is I've sent off for some sample pots. I've chosen 3 colours. I'm going to test them on a piece. I'm actually going to test them on the piece of wood that came off the apex here when it did fall forward last year. So I should get a true colour then. And I'll show you and see what you think. So yeah, those colours are due to arrive hopefully before bank holiday. And then over the weekend I will do a little bit of a test paint and then make a decision. Now, it's not going to be an easy job. When you buy these greenhouses, they come with a covering over the perspex. Now, that's the right time to paint them because you haven't got to worry about masking off all the seals. Instead, I will be masking off all those seals. Yeah, it's going to be one of those jobs I think that I do in stages, but it's crying out for a colour I think now. The wood was treated last year with a clear sort of varnish, but it's done nothing to enhance it at all. I still have my Savoy cabbages in a tray here. They still need to go to the allotment. Oh, and I was really excited to see this clematis that's actually been planted in a chimney pot down here. This is Winter Beauty. It comes out in a small white flower in the winter. I thought I'd lost it, but it's come back, so that's been a lovely surprise. So from my tiny home garden, wishing you all a lovely bank holiday weekend. Let's hope the wind drops and the weather stays sunny. Next time I will be at the allotment with my long list of job that includes woodworking, so the power tools are coming out. I have all my fingers at the moment. Let's see.